Wednesday 3:30 p.m. How do you know this? And Hammond, Nick did not reply. A good journalist doesn't tell everything, not even to the editor of the newspaper. And Nick's editor was angry. How do you know her? The editor repeated. If you don't tell me, I'll take you off the story. No, boss, said Nick. I'm the man for the job. I know the situation and I knew the victim. So I'll be able to make a good story out of it. Give me a couple of days. And you don't want to tell me anything before then? That's right. 2 days, that's all, said Nick. The editor was still angry, but he knew Nick was a good journalist, and a good story is important for the newspaper. He waited, thinking. After a while, the editor spoke. Okay, you win, thanks, boss, said Nick. 2 days. No more, the editor said. Friday, no problem, said Nick. As he left, he heard the editor's phone ringing. 5 minutes later, the editor called him back to the office. Problem over. The police arrested the killer half an hour ago. Who was it? A waiter. He was at the party. He killed her for money, something like that. I don't believe that, Nick said. She. Forget it, the editor said, almost angry again. There's no story. It's over. Why was the editor so angry? He's scared, Nick thought. Someone has told him to take me off this story. Someone important. But who? But Nick only said, okay, boss. If you say so, it's over. No story, and he left the editor's office. He knew the waiter was not the killer. There was a big story here, and he wanted to find that story. To find the real killer. For Anne. For her memory, Nick was certain that the waiter was in jail for something he did not do. Nick wanted justice for Anne, and now for the waiter too. He went to see the waiter's lawyer. The lawyer had an office in a dirty part of town. He wore dark glasses all the time, even in his office. At 5:30, he smoked all the time too. His name was J.T. Morgan. Nick didn't like him. I want to help your waiter. I know he's innocent. Tell me his side of the story, Mr. Morgan. Call me J.T., said the lawyer. The man in jail is Johnny Wong. He works in a Chinese restaurant in the same apartment block where the woman died. Why was he in the apartment? Nick asked. They called for food for the party. He took it up to them, the lawyer said. 3 complete meals, only 3? That's important, said Nick. You never know. Maybe not everyone was hungry, said J.T. Did Johnny Wong see all the people there? Nick asked. He saw 6 or 7 women, he said. Women who maybe go to a lot of parties like that. How many men? Nick asked. 4, said the lawyer. A fat man, a thin man, an old man, and a very good-looking man, an actor. Nick was suddenly more interested. Who was the actor? Blade Rains. You've seen him in movies. Small parts, he's no big star. But he thinks he is. Well, that's a help. I'll start with him. Thanks, Mr. Morgan, said Nick, and started to leave, said J.T. As Nick left, the lawyer asked him, "Why are you helping my client? What's in it for you?" "I'm not helping Johnny Wong," Nick replied. "I'm doing this for Hammond." "Don't ask why. That's another story."